You all are doing oil pastel from ages.
Yes.
But still, there are few things that we need to keep on learning and keep on improving. We all know how to hold the oil pastel, right? We all hold it like normally like this. And this is the pencil hold. Like this. Okay? And this is the normal pencil hold. This is the finger web. We always try and keep the oil pastel below the finger web. Correct? Never on top of finger web, because above finger web is the pencil hold. This we do only when we have to make lines or very tiny strokes. Okay? Now we all know how to color light. We generally color it like this. Correct?
No.
Now in this we can, I'm just taking random colors. When we blend or we mix, we always overlap the colors. We don't start from where it is finishing. Then it becomes like then I can easily make lines, which is wrong. So we should always overlap it. Now if I want to make this dark, there's one way of making it, like layer after layers. This layer, then again I will overlap on top of it. Again another layer. So this is where we have layers after layers. Especially this works for grounds. Because in ground, if at one go I take, for example, leaf green and I color it this dark, and then I want buff to come on it, it should not be seen. Rather we can see these kind of waxy effect and that oily effect. Right? But in place of that, if I color like this, and then I take buff and I color, see the blending and the mixing is also seen, buff is also seen, and then I can make leaves on top of it. But if I try to make it on this, nothing is seen over here. Things will be seen which is after that. But here it is visible. See, if I want to add any stone, anything for that matter, let's say I'm adding small stones over here, all that will be fine. Okay? Now, there's another way wherein at one go we color dark, which you all are doing now, which you all are having a little bit of problem because for last 2 years you all are busy doing light colors. Now in that, the hold will be same, oil pastel hold, but it's gonna be with full pressure. So till now I used to hold it like this, now I'll hold it like this and I will, but see, I'm not making it like this. I'm coloring dark, but I'm not making it like dark. I'm not making it like black. Right? And then still in this the blending is seen. Because it is not like this. So it is dark. So this should not be done. This is the wrong way. This will not give you the right effect. Okay, this will give you a very unnatural and very unrealistic look of your work. And whenever we blend colors, we always blend it with overlapping on each other. Okay? Now, another thing which is extremely important to remember is the direction of the coloring. It is always one direction depending on the direction of the shape of the object. Right. Now sometimes we color like this. Now while you are coloring sky in a vertical way or anything in a vertical way, not like this. No lines. Because we are not making buildings. Only tall buildings which is far off, for example that Ahad that we can see which is far off, then we will just just do lines like this. Otherwise no. Otherwise we always hold it in oil pastel way and we just color like this. You get it now? Okay? And then you blend from like that. Now sometimes while blending also we can see different lines. Right? So we take the first color again and we just color over it little bit. And that gives a blending look. Right? In scribbling and scumbling, when we have to do it dark, then we don't make big scribbles or scumbles. We just small because it has to be dark. Right? You got it? These are the few things that you have to remember. Now when you have to make an outline, let's say we have a tree over here. Okay, and you want to give that some broken effect in the tree. Right? Let's use dark brown. you hold it very much in front. Even though it is blunt, we can still get thin lines. So you hold it in front. All depends on how you are holding the colors.
Above the red line.
No, but when we are making thin lines, we will hold it very much in front. Okay? And but if I hold here, see the difference in the lines. Because when you're holding here, you are not allowing too much of color to touch the notebook or your paper. But when you're holding here, then a good amount of is getting, connected with the paper. Fine. Mountain, sometimes shape is extremely important. We don't color mountains like this. Those days are gone. Let's say this is a mountain. And you want to show the depth over here, or you want to show that it is like a pyramid kind of a thing, okay? So you first color like this. Then from here you color like this.
The shape.
If you notice one thing, I am not coming like a straight line. It's a little slant line. Because when we look at something, it doesn't appear to us to be totally straight.
Great.
Because if you remember, we draw what we see. We know it is straight, but you draw what you see and not what you know. Because if you draw what you see, then you give it a realistic effect. And then you add wherever it has to be dark, wherever it has to be light, depending on the light source. Okay? So when you look at it, you can make out the difference. Fine?